Holidays equal movies. They want to keep you and your family entertained. Sure, that's part of it, but they really want to drive you into the theaters, and that's a bigger part of it. So what's worth seeing right now and what isn't? Who's on the big screen that we need to see? Chris Connelly is here with a roundup of the best movies of the end of the year to tell us about it. Chris, no one knows it like you know it. Hi.
Aren't you kind to
nice
say
to
that,
see
Sam?
Well, let's start with, we just talked about Allie's movie.
Funny movie. Maybe Nancy Meyer's funniest movie. You think it's just a chick flick, but it's for adults of all ages, provided they're adults. It's not a pure chick flick because at no point do Meryl's friends dance around the table. That's my definition of a chick flick. I think it's maybe her funniest movie because Meryl is so great, and also because Alec Baldwin is wonderful. Yeah. That level of self-satisfaction he has as he woos his ex-wife is really a lot of fun to watch, particularly in the first hour.
And you know, that makes it, to me, a great date film because guys love Alec Baldwin. I just love him, and he really kind of stands out as a guy's guy.
And if you want to know how the affluent live on the West Coast, that's your guidebook right there, that movie. So no worries there either.
All right, so we love it.
Yeah, nice job,
It's complicated. Now, here was the big one. I'm very excited about this movie, 9.
Kind of a misfire, Sam. I was hoping for something fizzy and sexy the way Chicago was. A lot of Academy Award-winning talent in that movie, but all of them not really fitting their roles that well. Not the liftoff and fun. Kind of a bummer at the end of the day. And it's disappointing because you think with that level of talent on board, you'd have a great time. The one who really shines, one with the show-stopping number, is Fergie, and she does knock her number out of the park.
All right, well, now let me ask you this. Now, sometimes we hear reviewers and the guys who are in the business talk about the film in a total like that, but are there performances individually? I mean, is it worth just going to see for a good performance by Kate, a good singing number by, you know...
Well, weirdly enough, Fergie, amid all this Oscar talent, is the one who really shines. She's got the earthy quality. It's interesting to see Daniel Day-Lewis play this role, but it doesn't really seem to suit him as well as some of the other parts have. So I kind of was disappointed when I saw it.
Okay, go or no go?
Think about it. I'm not so sure.
Okay, there's a lot of them to see. Avatar, got texts from my friends immediately saying it was fantastic.
Now, people are really split on this. I sort of see this as like a B-plus movie. You admire it, you enjoy it. It doesn't lift you off somehow. It does show you things you've never seen before in a movie, and that's through the 3D glasses as well. It's probably the most fun you can have this season wearing glasses. But, you know, and it is remarkable to watch, but there's something about the story that maybe doesn't soar as much as you'd kind of like. If you think it's the way Titanic was sort of sold by that final scene, the one that really grabbed you, that kind of imaginary flashback, this one needs that scene and doesn't have it. But it's an amazing ride for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So not like a bad time to watch.
That sounds like a go.
There you go.
All right, so Sherlock Holmes, another movie that I was really, I mean, you've got Robert Downey Jr., you've got Jude Law. What more could you want?
A little less fun than we'd sort of hope it to be. Not that there aren't sort of moments along the way of amusement, particularly thanks to Robert Downey Jr. You could watch him, you know, doing just about anything, and he'd have a good time. He could read the phone book. But it's a little macabre. It's a little dark. People who go should be advised it's not really a comedy, and it's not really a traditional Sherlock Holmes thing. A bit of a bromance kind of going on with Jude Law, but a little darker than maybe the materials, the trailers and stuff have indicated. So go with a little advisement on it, I'd say.
Yeah, just be advised of what you're getting.
Absolutely right.
Now, we want to say family films, and are the Chipmunks, is this one a family film, or is it more of an adult film? Well, you know, we got the Chipmunks, you got the Princess and the Frog, you know, it's like the Chipmunks actually wind up having a quasi-romance with a chipmunk, a female chipmunk group in this particular movie, which I think is the first major example in popular culture of rodent love since muskrat love, you know, back with Captain and Tennille. I do remember the Captain and Tennille muskrat love.
Yeah, there's a big want-to-see on that, wouldn't you agree?
I quickly want to say about Blindside.
Blindside could well be an Oscar film before it's all over. Who saw that coming? Sandra Bullock primed for a really interesting first couple of months of 2010.
It looks like just a great story. Chris Connelly, as I said going into this, and you've proven me right, no one knows it quite like you know it.
You are too kind.
We are proud to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
To see what movies are getting the buzz and what buzz is right and what buzz isn't, what you should spend your money on this holiday, just go to abcnews.com, click on GMA, and we'll lead you to all the films.